Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Wisdom Wednesday. I wanted to talk with you about our upcoming class, and I hope you can join us. It's in 2 weeks, and it's on sourdough. It's a hot topic right now. Okay. I tell you what, I think the sourdough trend is just going to take off because everyone's experimenting with sourdough these days at home. And eventually, when they get back to the routines of going to work, they will want that sourdough taste. Okay, because nothing beats that sourdough taste. You know it. It's so crispy. It doesn't require a lot of sugar. Some of you put sugar. I'm like, why do you put sugar? Sourdough doesn't need sugar, right? So I feel that if anything, the quarantine and the shutdown are going to change people's perspective of this wonderful new bread. Okay, so today I'm going to go into a little bit more on how to start a sourdough and how you can possibly change your innovation into thinking, how can I put sourdough in my product portfolio? Okay, because I think in about 5 to 10 months, you're going to see a huge demand for sourdough bread because people are no longer able to bake it at home and they want to look for that taste. Okay, so as you may know already, for those that don't bake sourdough, one of the reasons why you don't do it is because it is so tough to keep up with the consistency, and you have to rely on an expert master baker to really keep it constant and consistent, right? Because if you get someone untrained in there tomorrow, they might just throw away the whole starter, and they don't know how to remake it, right? Not only that, the starter needs very consistent temperature, relative humidity, time, and a lot of attention. Okay, so it's not the kind of product that you could just mix and just leave it, right? It needs a lot of attention. So what I do personally with sourdoughs is I started, with 3 parts of flour, 2 parts water, consistently over 7 days to really build up the bacterial load, enough for it to create a natural ferment. Okay. Now I'm talking about, excuse me for the allergies, but I'm talking about pure sourdough, something that doesn't require yeast. Okay. You need at least a 7-day or a very strong high heat 3-day ferment before you can actually get a piece of sourdough loaf. Okay. During those 7 days or 3 to 7 days, you need to watch closely your temperature, your time, and most importantly, your procedure. Okay. And if you mess them up, one of the 3, you have to start all over again. Okay. So there's no easy way of making sourdough from scratch. That's the only way to really do it. Okay, until I found this product. Okay, it is called Masa Madre. Okay, so a lot of you are asking, what is Masa Madre? It is from Abel and Schaefer. I think I spelled their name a little differently. I'm going to change that. But Abel and Schaefer offers this complete solution to sourdough bakers. And you're like, oh, what's so different from flour, water, and flour? Well, this is what I want to explain today, what Abel and Schaefer offers. And really, you have to just take a step out of your box and look at this a little differently. Okay, so I asked for a sample, and it comes in a aluminum packed tote. If you're a commercial baker, comes in totes, I believe. But it looks like that. Okay. It looks just like a regular flour. Okay. I'm not eating masa madre. I just wanted to let you know that it tastes sour. And what it is it's bacteria. Okay, instead of yeast, it's bacteria. Okay, you're like, what? Yes, it's bacteria. They're selling you bacteria. Okay, they're selling you the dried starter so that you could just mix it up. So for those traditional sourdough bakers, it's not yeast, it's sourdough bacteria. Okay, so what you do, I'm following the instructions. Okay, so basically, if you can see, it's 1 pound starter to 11 pounds bread flour to 6.4 pounds water. Okay, so flour, water, bread flour. Okay, so I decided to create a rye starter because I love rye bread, and Solange's Mills came up with this exciting innovation called heat treated rye flour. So what it does is it really will work nicely with my sourdough because there's no bacteria here. There's no bacteria, there's no live enzymes. So it's just rye flour. Okay. So let's do the water. Okay. And the starter. Okay. Mix it up into a slurry. It's just like yeast, you know, try to get it started, right? Okay. And then what else can Lynn Carson do at her desk? A lot. I can do a lot of things at this desk. Almost. If I get ovens in, I can even bake sourdough bread on my desk. Okay. All right. So there. Mix it all up. Okay. And basically, you're supposed to mix this in a mixer for 4 to 5 minutes until the dough is fully developed. Obviously, it's not gonna happen at the desk. I just need to pour this back into my mixer in the kitchen. And you need to avoid over mixing. Okay. Rest for 16 hours. Okay, you're like, who's got time for 16 hours of work every day to do this? You don't need to. So you make this starter and you use it consistently over. Okay, obviously this rye flour is high in absorption. Remember, people, Pentasons are huge water absorbers. So obviously Lynn Carson didn't get this correct. I'm going to put in more water because of the rye flour. These procedures are for wheat flour, so I'm going to put in more because I need some rye sourdough to work on the class in 2 weeks. Okay, so I'm going to start a starter. So you're saying, well, I don't have time to do this every day, you know, because I am a commercial baker. I don't have 16 hours, right? So you just need to make it once, okay? Put it into your production schedule. Make it a part of your SOP. And once a week, do it, you know, because you may never know who's going to be touching your starter. Okay, by implementing this procedure once a week into your production schedule, you should be able to create a consistent pipeline of sourdough bread products. Okay, now if you need more information, go to our Bakerpedia page, go to search Abel and Schaefer, and you can ask for a sample sent to you. Okay, you should do that before the class so that you can try it out and ask all the questions that you need during the class. Okay, this is the product that you need to ask for. All right, and it is from Abel and Schaefer. Okay, all right. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what Bakerpedia do for you, I wanted to summarize it today. Okay, so what's Bakerpedia? We have the, let's see, we have the encyclopedia. It's a free resource for you. Remember, I created this resource for you because there was a gap in the baking industry on ingredients and processes. And I felt that this information should be freely shared. Okay, so this is created just for you bakers out there, commercial bakers. Take advantage of it. Okay, we just launched the Baker Academy this year. Okay, what does the Baker Academy do for you? It's free online resource, which is in form of interactive seminars and originally published sponsored papers on different topics. Recently, we just published a bunch of papers on emulsifiers, thermal profiling, and egg replacers. And I just think that those are really, really updated articles for the commercial baking industry that really summarizes everything that has happened so far. Okay, so we all know that there's a gap in the research. Okay, and there's a gap in the publishing of this information. So that's why we are passionate in doing this and making it free for you. Okay, we also managed to find sponsors like Abel and Schaefer to help us with these Bakerview and Baker papers. Okay, so and if you have any more questions after looking at those things, right, go to our Baker forum. Okay, we have Mark Flurkey there, you know, moderating, helping guide you and helping you find solutions on there together with your peers in the community. Okay, so this is a great resource for you in case you can't find anything up here. Okay, all your peers are on here to help you. Okay, let's do the Ask Dr. Lin videos. What are those for? Okay, the reason why I launched these Ask Dr. Lin series is because we get a lot of questions that are very similar to each other. So what I did was I bunched all those questions together and put it in episodes for you. What is shelf life? You know, how to increase the shelf life for cakes, for breads, you know, for pita bread. Okay, and one of my highly, highly, highly viewed Ask Dr. Lin episodes is on fermentation. You know, and how important is fermentation? How you regulate fermentation? It's all on here. Okay, and then Baker TV is a recent launch of ours on this channel. It's available on our front page, our homepage. It's live every day, 10 at 10. And we talk about hot topics. We talk about what's upcoming, you know, what further information you can learn for free. So tune into our live TV streams and learn more for yourself. Okay, share the link with your coworkers. Don't forget. And if you do need in-depth consulting, like a lot of bakers out there have asked us, can you help us reformulate? Can you help us develop a new product line? You know, I work with Richard, and I, if I can't handle your projects, Richard will. And you can catch Richard on our latest Ask Dr. Lin episode, and you can see that he is so immensely well experienced in the field of bread and cakes and muffins. Okay, this guy has tons of experience in Entenmann type products, you know, in tasty cake type products, in, you know, ROE type products. Okay, so Baker Help is there to help you. All right. So if you are like me and you consume information on the go because you run and you do tasks all day and you don't have time for videos, that's what our podcast is for. You know, tune into iTunes, download our podcast, and listen from there. You know, just put in your earphones and do your exercise routine It works. It works for me. It will work for you. Okay. Lastly, we have our Scale Up series where we use the theories and the information on Bakerpedia to help a baker scale up the operations so that they can be a regional baker to a local bakery to a regional bakery. Okay. So I hope all this information help you and make your life easier as a baker, because we need all the help we can get these days. Okay. So I would like to wrap this up and ask you to send any kind of question to us via our social media links and forums. Okay, that's the fastest way that we can help you. Until then, bakers, please keep safe and keep baking. Bye.